Hi, it's Mark here again. Thanks for coming along to this video tutorial. This video tutorial is calculating out percentages, using percentages in calculations. So it's finding out how much of a percentage is this and that. Okay, let's have a wee look. So calculating a percentage of a number. So if we need to see how much of a percentage of this is that or that, okay, so we multiply it out. So for example, 25% of £50,000. Now again, it could be dollars, it could be pints, it could be camels, it could be kangaroos, it could be anything at all, 50,000, whatever. So it's 25% of. Now we know that 25% is a quarter. And we know that we're converting that quarter into decimal would be 0.25, 0.25. So even if we have 25 divided by 100, you move the decimal place, as you've seen, 1, 2, gives you 0.25. So all you would do is you would have 50,000 multiplied by 0.25. So the answer to that is 12,500, 12,500. Then we put the units, the currency, the measurement that we're using back in. So in this particular instance, it's pounds. Could be euros, could be dollars. Let's have another example. Have a look at this one. 17% of 450 litres of paint. So just like I said, it doesn't matter what it is. 17% of 450, and then you can put the measurement amount in. So, just like I said there, doesn't matter what it is, but we write it as 450 times 0.17. Remember, 17%. Move the decimal place, divide by 100, 1, 2, gives us 450 times 0.17. The answer would be 76.5. And then we put the measurement back in, litres. So now we're going to look to see, that's calculating how much of something. And it's only that amount. But quite often you have maybe an increase or a decrease. So you've got the need to think about percentage of, and then is it getting added on or taken off? Increase, decrease. So the first part of an increase or decrease in percentage is calculate the actual percentage value like we just did there. So now what we have to do is to do it for another purpose. So just like anything, when you're learning things in numeracy and mathematics, it can be combined with something else. So the next part is either is it addition, if it's an increase, subtraction. If somebody has a wage and lucky enough to be earning 30,000 per annum, now, okay, dollars it's still pretty good, euros possibly slightly better, but it depends on the rate, but it doesn't matter about the currency again. So what we're going to do is we're going to say 2% increase, an annual increase of 2%. So if they're getting that increase, the first thing we've got to do is we've got to think about what is the increase and then add it on. So the original amount is £30,000 per annum. So it's 30,000. Doesn't matter what units are, what the measurement is. It's 30,000 of something. So 30,000 multiplied by 2%. Now 2% is your 2 divided by 100. 2%. So 2 decimal places, 1, 2, 0.02. So 30,000 multiplied by 0.02 equals 600. So we know the increase is going to be 600. So you then just add that on to the original amount of 30,000. That then gives you the new amount, including the increase of 2%. So it's 2 little jobs here in the one. So you do the first bit first, then you do the next bit, and you calculate it, and you do your calculation step by step. I'm going to give you a wee tip here. There's a wee formula that will set you up for the whole of your life. It is a fantastic formula. The amount of times I've had bosses and folk coming to me and say, "Hi Mark, how much of an increase is this or decrease? How do I work this out?" Well, there's a wee formula that I can help you with. So the percentage change. So whether it's an increase or a decrease, it's the same thing. It's the change that you're looking for. And then you can say it's increased or decreased. So first things first again. So here's a wee secret. It's the secret formula of working out the difference, the change. And then you multiply it by 100. So all it is you divide, just like I'm saying there. So it's divided by the original. So it's the change or difference divided by the original. Multiplied by 100 gives you a percentage. So let's have a wee look at that. So a wee reminder and an explanation of this. So the number of bricks used last year for a small building firm was like 450 bricks, okay, we'll say. And the customer has asked for the same amount of bricks to be used for the following year, but there's an increase. So it's the 450, but there's an increase to 490. So there's a small increase of the amount of bricks to be used. So what we've got to think about is, what's the percentage increase? So the first thing you've got to do, think of that formula that I just told you. It's really going to help you. It's the difference or the change divided by the original. So the difference is between 490 and 450, which is 40, isn't it? Divided by the original, which was 490. So it's 40 divided by 490. So let's look at the calculations then we multiply by 100. So that formula, please remember it. So the calculations here, you're working it out. The difference between them, you take them away from each other, leaves you with 40, just like I said there. So the difference, the change, is 40. So that fits into your change there, okay? So what you've got to think is that it's 40. The original was 450, not 490. The original was 450. And it's changed to 490. So the difference was 450, that's the change, divided by the original multiplied by 100. So that's the formula. So that would give you 0.0888888888. Okay, I could be here all day. Right, rounding off, you can do that. So we've done rounding off, there's been other videos for that. So all we do is the point, it becomes 8.8%, because remember, if it's 0.08888, now what we could do is to say 0.09, okay, so it should be, shouldn't it? 0.09 multiplied by 100. So it then becomes, yep, there we go. We'll work on the 8.8, all right. But we know better, don't we? Okay, so then just work that out. So if you remember that, you'll get it. Estimates. Now, just very quickly here. Estimates. We can estimate things out. So we can. So if we were working on a 12 monthly here, an increase of 9%, so all you're going to do is you're going to work on the basis. I'm going to summarise it, and you can look at this over and on, you can read this a few times. But it's all you're doing is you're going to say, right, well, what's 10% of it? So 10% is a lot easier to work out. We could also estimate the amount of months and maybe make it 10 instead of 12, if that's easier for you. So it's the easiest way to work something out. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I've got a few wee quizzes for you. Anyone that wants them, let me know. Alrighty. Bye just now. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for doing that. And again, you can pause and read and rewind. Have fun.